Today, we'll be tying up a variation of a woolly bugger that you should add to your fly box. We'll start off by inserting a lead-free wire into our bead and securing it tightly. Continue securing the lead-free wire back towards our hook bend, at which point we'll continue securing tightly to our hook shank until we reach the bend of the hook. We'll then grab some Marabou. Here I'm using olive. Pull free a small clump of the Marabou and measure it to be about the length of your hook shank. Transfer the measurement and secure it tightly to the back of our fly. With this complete, we'll fold over the Marabou, wrap our thread up to the bead, folding the Marabou back over, and securing it tightly to the head of our fly. Snip the excess free, and grab another Marabou feather. This time we're using rust. Repeat the process as before, and secure it to the back of the fly. Once again folding the Marabou over, wrapping your thread forward to the bead, securing the Marabou in place, and snipping the excess free. At which point we'll grab a black Marabou feather, measure it to length, and secure it to the back of our fly. Repeating the same steps as we've done before, folding the Marabou over, wrapping our thread forward, securing it just behind the bead, and snipping the excess free. At which point we'll grab some crystal flash, securing it tightly to one side of our fly, wrapping back towards the tail, folding the crystal flash over, and securing it to the other side. With this complete, we'll snip it to length, keeping it a bit longer than our Marabou, and grab some small wire. Here I'm using copper. Secure the copper wire to your hook shank, wrapping back towards your tail. Next, we'll grab some Flashabou, select a single strand, and secure it to our hook shank, once again wrapping back towards the tail. With this complete, we'll grab some peacock herl, select a small clump, and secure it to our hook shank, once again wrapping back towards our tail. Set the Marabou to the side and bring your thread forward towards the bead, at which point we'll grab the Marabou and begin palmering it forward in close touching spirals, doing so until we reach our thread. At which point we'll secure it in place, taking thread wraps both in front as well as behind the peacock herl and snipping the excess free. Next, we'll counter wrap our peacock herl with our Flashabou, this time wrapping forward in open spirals. Once you reach your thread, secure the Flashabou in place by taking thread wraps both in front as well as behind and snipping the excess free. We'll then grab a tan colored rooster cape, select a single feather, stripping the excess free and securing it tightly to the head of our fly. Snip the excess free and begin hackling the feather backwards, first by taking a few wraps around the head of a fly before hackling it backwards in open spirals, doing so until we reach our tail. At which point we'll grab our copper wire and begin counter wrapping our feather in open spirals. This will help secure the feather in place, as well as add some extra durability. Continue wrapping it forward until you reach your bead. At which point, secure the wire in place by taking thread wraps both in front, as well as behind the wire, and helicoptering the excess free. Trim away your excess feather, and if you used a white thread like I did, simply color it in with a marker of your choice, and whip finish to hold everything in place. And this is a popular variation of the woolly bugger called the thin mint. It makes an excellent leech or a baitfish imitation, and I'd highly suggest giving it a try. Thank you for watching, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.